Hello, my name is Joe, and this is the 10th installment to the anxiety vlog series, where I talk about my personal experiences with anxiety. Um, in the last episode, we discussed the concept of guilt and how guilt can often make us feel worse about our anxieties or our worries, and can often lead to dips in mood or depression. But ultimately, that guilt is a very natural, normal thing, and you should never really feel guilty about trying to do what's best for you, which the majority of the time I think people do. So, moving from guilt, I just want to talk about. This will be a shorter video because I'm actually heading off down to the beach this afternoon. It's lovely weather. It's middle of summer, and I'm fortunate enough to live near the beach. So got my sun hat, ran the wrong way, so might change that later. Um, but talking about going to the beach, this is going to be quite a short video about the benefits of going outdoors. Um, I Throughout my life, I wouldn't say I was outdoorsy by any means, but I would used to spend quite a lot of time outdoors. I played a lot of football, um, and the majority of my week in my spare time, probably till I was about 16, would be spent outdoors with friends playing football. Um, but throughout my later teen years and the last few years, my regime became far more indoors. I would spend less time outside playing football. I would spend more time in bed, sleeping in, playing video games, all that sort of thing. And I can definitely see a connection between the more time you spend doing low energy activities, such as, you know, sitting on your laptop, watching TV, sleeping, stuff like that, and how your body reacts and your thoughts, your feelings, and your body. What I have found since having anxiety is that something as simple as walking, a mile a day or whatever, subconsciously can improve your mood and can improve your worries or anxieties. It can decrease them. Um, and obviously, the health aspect comes into play because by exercising, you're creating positive chemicals and your body is getting fresh air and, all of the logical health benefits. But being outside, I think, has so many, you know, unforetold benefits. I, when I feel most anxious, I often do my mindfulness. Excuse me. Oh. See, a life of lazing around. I often do my mindfulness and my meditation outdoors, and I try to concentrate and really tap into the world around me, the sounds, the smells, everything like that. And I feel that being outside awards you something that you can't gain from doing things like meditation and mindfulness out indoors. I feel it connects your senses far more. It awards you different sensations like feeling heat of the sun, or chill of the winds, or whatever. And it awards you a change of scenery, a change of location, which is very, very important when you experience anxiety or depression. Um, but I think as well, if you can encourage yourself to go a little bit further afield, whether it is to the beach, to a forest, to a hill, and really just try and connect with wherever it is you're going. Take in the scenery, take in all of the different sights, and I mean, I would really, really recommend meditation or mindfulness, or as we discussed in a previous video, um, breathing techniques and deep breathing. I feel that being able to go outside and connect with nature, especially when you feel most anxious, it's just a very natural, soothing, um, calming effect. I think that I went to the beach a couple of times when I was feeling very anxious, and having that natural, the sound of the sea and the waves, as sort of like a natural playlist, to have in front of you when you're trying to stay calm and relax. It awards you something that you can't get from listening to music inside or whatever. Um, and I think that just going outside for half an hour a day, it brings you back to the fact that human beings, we're only animals. We're all connected to the world around us. Um, and if you think about how much you can gain from half an hour, 1 hour being outside, compared to the hours that most people spend nowadays on, work in offices, on the computer, watching television, anything like that. You think, if I can balance this out with having an hour outside a day, then I absolutely should. Um, I mean, I know it's difficult. In the first few days I started experiencing anxiety, I remember even now looking out of a back window to my garden and feeling anxious, because that to me looked like the other side of the world. It was so near to me yet so far out of my comfort zone at that time. But if you make a small effort, if you excuse me, if you I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm not gonna post it.